But your majesty, we cannot defend our northern borders unless we commit more men to the struggle.
And what of peace, Sir Gawain? Have we totally forgotten the ideals of Camelot?
My lord, we can never hope to have peace with barbarians who do not understand the meaning of the word.
Well, if these people are truly barbarians, as Sir Gawain suggests, then war is indeed the only answer. But if they are men who live and breathe and think as we do, then they can be reasoned with.
We've tried diplomacy, Valiant. Our couriers never came back.
Your faith in human nature is inspiring, Valiant. But we cannot... Send him in. Gentlemen, a messenger has arrived from Kengari.
My lord, King Ian of Kengarry is dead, killed in battle against the clan of the MacGrath.
Can't we have a moment of silence for a brave man? Ian Culhane may have been a stubborn old crow, but he was a friend.
Unfortunately, your majesty, we have no time to mourn. We must take action immediately.
What are you talking about, Gawain?
Forgive me, sire, but you signed a treaty with King Ian that provides for our mutual defense. We need to send troops to Kengari right away.
He's right, Simon. With Ian gone, Kengari could fall to the clan of MacGrath. That would put an enemy government on our border.
And soon we'd have all the northern barbarians barking at our doorstep.
We first need to determine who is in power in Kengari. As I recall, King Ian had no direct heirs.
This is true. He has only a nephew, a young baron. I've no knowledge of what kind of man he may be.
Duncan Draconarius was Ian's closest counsel, but his loyalty to Camelot may be questionable. If I may, your majesty, if we're to go to war in defense of our allies, we should first find out who those allies are.
How long will it take you to be ready to leave for Kengari?
Me, sire?
You shall travel with the full power and authority of an ambassador of Camelot, Valiant. You will act as my delegate in all matters of state.
It didn't look this beautiful and peaceful the last time I was here. No. If they had wanted to kill us, we'd be dead already.
You're not from Kengari. What is your business here?
I am Prince Valiant, Knight of the Round Table and Ambassador of the Court of Camelot.
Camelot, you say? Then you're an ally of King Ian, and thus an enemy of ours.
If Camelot wished to do you harm, would not King Arthur have sent an army instead of a humble emissary on a mission of peace?
If I let you live, will you take a message to your King Arthur for me?
If I may know your name.
I am Brendan, elder son of the clan of MacGrath. You tell Arthur we fight for a just cause, and he'd better do well to stay out of Kengari if he knows what's good for him.
Valiant! I heard a delegation had arrived, but I did not expect you.
King Arthur sends you his regards, Duncan.
It is good to see you, Valiant. I only hope you've come to help me sort out this bloody mystery.
Mystery? What mystery?
The question of who shall now occupy King Ian's throne.
Prince Valiant, allow me to present Baron Frederick Van Halsing, King Ian's nephew.
Your Majesty.
Oh, no. I'm afraid you are mistaken. I don't want the job.
I beg your pardon? I thought you were King Ian's only heir.
Yes, but I don't wish to be king. I have my small barony, and that's quite enough for me to deal with. Ah, and what have we here? Forgive my impertinence, but you are the most beautiful woman I have ever seen. Please, tell me your name.
I am Rowanne of Bridgeford.
If I may interrupt, Baron. Without a king, Kengari is in grave danger.
Need we talk about this now?
You, as King Ian's legal heir, must either take the crown yourself or name a successor.
Very well, then. I name Duncan.
What? Me? King of Kengari? Frederick, you can't be serious. You would have me rule Kengari?
Why not? The people love you, and you have proven yourself loyal to the kingdom.
Well, this is absurd. Duncan once betrayed Camelot, and King Arthur would never allow it.
Why? What better ally could he hope for? I have already pledged myself to the ideals of Camelot. You, above all, should know that.
Yes, you spoke the words, but...
And I swear to you, Valiant, every day I put those words into action.
Besides, what other choice do you have? It's Duncan or anarchy.
Tomorrow I shall send a messenger to Camelot.
Thank you, Valiant.
Good night, Duncan.
What a wonderful celebration the people of Kengari are putting on to honor Duncan.
Come! Valiant said the jugglers were not to be missed.
Arn, come here. Look at this.
What in the world? Who are those people?
I don't know, but I think we ought to find out.
I came to this land a condemned man, but King Ian offered forgiveness for my crimes. To him I owe my life. I now stand before you as your king, firm in my resolve to continue the noble traditions of Kengari and to carry on the cause for which King Ian fought and died. Death to the MacGrath! Death to those who murdered Ian!
What do you mean, lurking around like that, scaring a man out of his wits?
Excuse us, sir, but who might those people be?
Prisoners of war. They're MacGrath, pagan scum.
Where are they being taken?
To work the mines. What we think they're good for.
We've got to tell Valiant about this.
They're rounded up like cattle, and they're forced to work the mines. They're nothing more than slaves.
What are you talking about, Valiant? King Ian would not allow slavery in this kingdom, and neither would I.
Well, what about the men, women, and children of the MacGrath tribe, whom you call prisoners of war?
Baron Van Halsing sees to it that they are fed, housed, and kept under guard. He had an arrangement with King Ian that I am obliged to honor. That is all there is to it.
No, Duncan! There's far more to it than that.
You don't know what you're talking about. Now, if you'll excuse me, Valiant, I have a war to plan against the MacGrath, who, as you may recall, are enemies not only of Kengari, but of Camelot as well.
I intend to report Kengari's slave trade to King Arthur. I doubt it will sit well with him.
Why must you always hover in corners and shadows, Frederick?
You know me, Duncan. I feel much more comfortable behind the throne than on it.
What is all this about you using the prisoners as slave labor?
Slavery? Such a nasty word. I prefer enforced servitude, don't you?
No! I don't care what you call it. I won't have it in my kingdom.
Careful, Duncan. We wouldn't want your passionate morality to upset the balance of power. Now, would we?
Not again.
Don't touch them. They're no good to me. Dead.
Baron Van Halsing. Why am I not surprised?
Take this one to the mines.
I'll take the lady with me.
You'll be sorry you did, Baron.
I swear, if you harm her, I'll kill you.
I doubt you'll live long enough.
Where is everybody? Sword. Take us home, Caliburn. Take us home.
Now, dig, you scurvy slime! I said dig! Go ahead, swine! Give me a good reason to kill you!
Does it cause you no pain to make your living off the agony of others?
Get to work!
Well, the ambassador from Camelot. A fat lot of good your fancy title will do you here.
Brendan MacGrath, how did you get here?
We were ambushed shortly after our encounter with you. I can see you're no friend to the Baron either.
The man is a monster. I'll make him pay for the evil he's doing to your people.
Aye, if you ever get out of this black hole.
I will get out, and I will free you and all of your people. I swear it.
It's beautiful, isn't it? The same gold which shines in your hair. The jewels which sparkle in your eyes. Will you wear it as a token of my affection?
I would rather wrap myself in a blanket of poison oak.
Your passion is very stimulating, my dear.
Stay away from me!
Very well. I shall leave you alone for a while. But get used to it. Sooner or later, you will be mine.
How is Art?
He lost a lot of blood, but he'll be fine. Merlin is with him now.
Any word of Valiant?
No, Majesty. Sire, Arn reported that they were attacked by soldiers wearing the uniform of Kengari. Who but Duncan would stoop to such treachery?
We have no proof it was Duncan who gave the order.
We shall get to the truth of it one way or another.
Thank you. What little they give us to eat is usually rotten. At least 5 people a week are lost from starvation alone.
I don't understand. Why haven't you tried to escape?
2 of my men were caught trying. The Baron had them executed as examples to the others.
Does Duncan Draconarius know what goes on here in this camp? Did King Ian?
I would doubt it. Duncan sent word to us, offering a treaty that would have put an end to Kengari's war with us. But King Ian didn't live to sign it.
Now Duncan plans to continue the war against you to avenge King Ian's death.
That was none of our doing. We were ready to put an end to this senseless war.
I have a plan for escape. One that will work. Will you and your people join me in it?
I don't know. I'll have to put it to a vote.
A vote?
Aye. We all decide together on how things should be. Each of us gets a say, and we go with a majority opinion.
What a remarkable idea.
Thought you might be hungry, miss. We've got some good vegetables this time of year.
Tell the Baron I want nothing from him, including his food. I'm sorry. I was rude. I appreciate your concern, but what I really need is to get out of here. If only I had a bow and some arrows.
The Baron is a cruel man, miss. It wouldn't do to provoke him.
Is everything ready?
Aye. I hope this works.
Get away from me, you blundering fool!
'Twas your foot that trod on me, laddie. Perhaps you'd like to apologize.
Huh. Apologize to a pagan pig such as you? Never.
Unless you'd prefer my fist in your face.
What's going on here? All right, who started it?
He hit me first.
Oh, he did he?
Aye, I did. Just like this!
When they have it cut, get everybody up the air shaft quickly. It'll block the exit, but we still won't have much time. May the fates be with you. Not only the fates, but God and the will of King Arthur is with us.
All right, it's time!
The slaves are rebelling. Get in here now.
You're a man of your word, Valiant. You said you'd free my people, and you did. Now tell me, what is it that I can do for you?
I pray for your victory against the MacGrath, your majesty. May you crush the fiends who killed my dear uncle.
Are you not joining us, Baron? We march on the MacGrath today.
No, my king. I am not much of a warrior, I'm afraid.
Sire, an army approaches the castle gates.
It's Arthur. What is he doing here?
Duncan Draconarius! Surrender the crown of Kengari, or face siege!
This is Kengari, not Camelot, Arthur. What right have you to speak of laying siege to my castle?
I am declaring war on you, Duncan, for the cold-blooded murder of my ambassador!
What? I have no idea what he's talking about.
Perhaps it is Arthur who doesn't know what he's talking about. The deed of which he speaks was most likely done by the MacGrath.
Surrender, Duncan, or I will tear down these walls!
Blessed be! You about gave me heart failure.
I thought you were the Baron.
You must leave now. Here, you'll need this. It's the Baron's hunting bow.
Oh, you saved my life. How can I ever thank you?
Go on now. Off with you.
Arthur, I swear to you, Valiant suffered no harm by my hand. See, Arthur? There is the enemy, come to kill me as they did Ian. You should be fighting at my side, not against me.
What treason is this, Arthur? Your ambassador is not only alive and well, he also rides at the head of an enemy army.
What is the meaning of this, Valiant?
Sire, these people are not our enemy. Their only wish is to live outside Kengari's walls of tyranny. The real enemy lies within those walls.
What are you saying?
Baron Van Halsing tricked Duncan into continuing the war on the MacGrath, just as he had duped King Ian before him.
Don't listen to him, he's a traitor!
Your Majesty, the Baron has promoted this war to ensure an ample supply of MacGrath prisoners to work as slaves in his mines.
Aye, and then he lines his own pockets with the proceeds.
What I did for Kengari. You must believe that.
What about me, Baron? Did you kidnap me for the sake of your country?
A black arrow. Where did you get this?
I was told it belonged to the Baron himself.
It was one of your arrows that struck King Ian. You killed your own uncle to ensure there would be no peace treaty to put an end to your greedy enterprise.
No, I swear, it wasn't me.
You wish to see me, sire?
Yes, Valiant. Duncan Draconarius is a man of honor. You were wise to recommend that he be allowed to rule Kengari.
Thank you, Your Majesty. But I must confess that my time in Kengari has made me think that perhaps the traditional way of choosing rulers may be too arbitrary.
How else would it be done?
The MacGrath had a method wherein each person had an equal say in the making of a decision. They called it a vote. It was done by a show of hands. It made me think, Your Majesty, could this not someday be applied to the selection of a king?
A show of hands to choose a ruler. An extraordinary idea.